Welcome back to the Aimmee Kodachian and the Expert Show, where our guests share their wisdom, knowledge, and their powerful insights to help you transform your business and personal life. I am your host, Aimmee Kodachian, and today I have a great guest host with me, my dear friend Judy Morio. Judy, she's an author, internationally known speaker, she's a publisher, and also she have her show now on WCOBM, where I am the producer and director of her show. So blessed to have her. And her show name is The World of Book Reviews. Welcome, Judy.
Thank you
for having
me. Thank you, Aimmee. Thank you so much. And tonight we have a couple of wonderful sponsors for this segment of the show. Sky Vista, which is marketing and websites and graphic art. And we also have Skin Fitness. Fitness is how come Aimmee looks so good all the time.
Now you know my secret, right?
And we'd like to thank those sponsors. And we also have a fabulous guest, Mr. Dave Daly. And this is his book. It is entitled Knock Out Fear in the First Round. And I like that.
Knock out fear. He means it.
Well, he used to box, so
yeah.
he's good at that knocking out
Yes.
fear stuff. But he's known as the monster motivator, which for some reason to me those two don't go together, monsters and motivators. But I guess it might motivate me to run, but I want you to motivate me to run in the right direction.
That's right.
I want to run in the right direction.
Whatever works.
But I started reading the book a while ago. I'm really liking
okay.
it. Yeah,
Awesome.
he gave me a copy today, and so I got excited about it and started reading it. It's very good. Very good.
Very good. And also you have a show. You do it live on Facebook.
Monster Motivator TV.
Monster Motivator TV, and connect with him. He is amazing. You see, he interviews all kind of authors and
Really
speakers and regular
nonprofits,
people.
just making a difference in their community, and we love those Rocky stories.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
And tomorrow I'm going to be on your show.
Yes.
There you go.
That's a real Rocky story.
That's right.
Yes,
That's right.
yes.
I can't wait.
Okay. So we were talking about fear and the two kind of fear. So can you take us back to what we were talking about segments one?
Yeah, we're talking about different fears, and look, we can sit and name thousands of fears, right? But I believe in life and in business, they map the two major fears that stop people in their tracks, and that's the fear of change, and we got a little deeper into that, and the fear of what other people think.
And I love that.
Because you guys are both speakers as well, you know better than anybody, so many people would get up on stage, would get up on platform if that fear did not stop them, and it's just such a big stopper. And I know we talked about it on my show earlier,
we did.
And your dad gave you great advice. He said 80% of the people aren't even thinking about you,
That's right, he said.
They're thinking about their own lives. They're thinking about their own thing, and we get so caught up, right, in what other people think
exactly.
that it actually. What's sad is it actually deters people from their destination. It deters people in a whole nother direction when in reality they could just go down this road if they could get rid of and knock out that fear. And I call it let's beat that bully.
And you know what? I'm gonna be really honest with you right now. I had that fear, and I had to deal with it. I had to deal with what other people are thinking of me. I was a teenager, and still teenager, being divorced in my country. They look at you really badly and what they're thinking of me, So every time I was moving around, I said, oh, this neighbor is saying this about me, what they're thinking of me. I shouldn't act this way. I shouldn't walk this way. I shouldn't talk this way. And that put me in the box for a long time in my life. So I actually lived that fear, and it's a horrible place to be, because you realistically, until I came to conclusion that you can't control other people's thought. You cannot control. And what Judy said, like you repeated it today, most people are not thinking about you. But it takes practice to get out of that. It takes a lot of practice.
And as a speaker, one of the things I've learned is about 3% of the people in your audience isn't going to like you no matter how good you are.
No matter how good
They've
you
already
are.
made up their minds before you ever walk in the door.
It's so true. You're so right. And I always say, keep it real, because when you're real, what you're going to do is just keep them accurate, whether they like you or they don't.
Yeah,
As
exactly.
long as they're accurate, right? And I live my life this way with under pure intention. I believe that if your intention is pure, and my intention is pure, and I use a word or a sentence that offends you, that's your problem.
Right.
That's your issue. You need to figure that out. If my intention isn't pure, that's a whole nother animal. But that frees you up to just be you. And let's face it, when I walk into a corporate setting and ready to do a keynote, they're looking around going, what is going on? Is he from Mars? Where is he from? And so it's an interesting thing. And if you can't make friends with that, you're always going to be stopped. Always.
Absolutely.
One of the things that I learned when I was on the road speaking a lot, and it was another speaker that told me this. I was upset because I was reading evaluations, and there was like 105 evaluations, and 103 said I was really good, but 2 said I was horrible. And what did we concentrate on?
Yes,
the two,
right?
And so she said to me, let me ask you this, Judy. She said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important are those people in your life? And I said, 3. And she said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how high is your hurt and anger? And I said, a 9. And she said, well, why would you let a 3 affect you up to a 9 in your emotions? She said, it should never be more than a 3. And so what you're doing is you're putting too much emphasis on what they say.
And you know what? The reality, too, is you don't even know where that's manifesting, where that's coming from, right? They could say, I don't like her haircut. They could say whatever that is, that could be that they are bringing with them, right? So on top of that, we're making ourselves crazy over things that we have no control over.
But I think what it is, the bottom line is, it feeds us. When somebody tells you something good about yourself, it just lifts you up.
Yes.
And when somebody, it feeds you. There is something that we're hungry for, and we want the approval that we are doing the right thing, especially when you're been told in your life, which many people have been told, you're not doing the right thing, you did this wrong, you did this wrong, you did this wrong, then you're like, okay, what else I'm doing wrong, and I need to feel like I'm doing something right. And then that's where the confusion comes in our minds. But that's a really good thing to catch that, and catch that fear of people, what other people are saying to you. So what steps would you like to give us? We have only less than a minute.
So
just a couple of ones.
Here's some great steps. I call it the bully buster, right? We want to knock that bully out. So the first step is identifying your goal, your destination. I always say it has to scare you and excite you at the same time, or it's not big enough. Second is going to be identifying your why. When your why becomes big enough, it's going to pull you through. When it becomes bigger than you, you're unstoppable. Third step is the massive effective action, right? What action are you taking? Fourth step is the game changer. Your self-talk, your inner coach. What are you telling yourself? Is it empowering you, or is it pulling you back? Is it your anchor, or is it your propeller? And that leaves you with your results, your reality, and they don't lie.
Okay. And then if they want to reach you, where they're going to reach you?
So you can reach me at Dave Daly, DALEYMM, like monstermotivator.com, or Dave Daly MM on all my social media. And you can find the book on Amazon, on my website. I think at BarnesandNoble.com as well. Dave Daly, the Monster Motivator, Knockout Fear in the First Round.
And then tomorrow you're going to interview me. Today you interviewed Judy.
Yes.
Tomorrow you're going to interview me and Stephanie Thompson as well.
They say it stinks, but somebody has to do it.
Somebody has to do it, right? But if you would like to hear more about all of our show, all our guests, please visit akexpertstv.com. And you will find people who inspires you and help you to transform your business and personal life. Until next time, take care and keep shining.